Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The name is Nuckapug, and today I'm going to tell you a story of a topic which is in the title of this video. But before we do, notice anything different? Yep, I changed my style. So anyway, enough about that. Let's get into the video. Vacations, one of the most bestest work-free events of your life, where you get to relax and enjoy the views. Or just stay home, whichever works. Working hard is very important, but sometimes there are lots of people that want a little R&R. I could tell my family really wanted a vacation. Especially my mom, for example. She's a hard-working single mother of 5, and also worked at a retirement home. And she's also a grandma. Back when I was little, most of my family used to live in a small trailer home, all except my oldest sister who lived at my grandma's. This was back when we used to live in California, by the way. And was the time when we went to our first family vacation. To me at the least. The bestest theme park that ever landed upon California. Disneyland! I was like 2 years old at the time, so I don't really remember that much except a couple of things. Like the time we were going to this jail walkthrough in Toontown, and Mom wanted all of us pictured in the jail cell. I think I remember my aunt being with us, since I think I remember her being the one that took the picture. So to make this a little short, all of us sitting together, right? Well, except my second oldest sister, in which back then she actually thought that all of us were in jail. That, or she was just pretending. Help, I tell you to be in a slammer! Disneyland though was actually a pretty fun experience for all of us. But the fun actually ended pretty quickly. Because by the time we were going to the next ride, one of my sisters actually got sick and threw up everywhere. Alright kids, time to go home. Your sister's sick. We did live in California for a while, but then we moved to Illinois. But then 6 years later, we're going on to our next family vacation. The big city of St. Louis. When I first found out about it, I thought we were going to be moving to St. Louis. But then I figured out that it was just a vacation later on. We actually got the opportunity to take this family vacation from one of my mom's friends who was a supporter at the time. And that sounds like a special thanks if you know what I mean. So when the time came, we were eating breakfast and then getting ready like a racehorse. We've pretty much packed as much as we could handle. Because as young beings, we've always have excitement in our hearts. By the time we done all that, we just drove on to Grandma's to pick up our oldest sister. Then finally, St. Louis, here we go! It was up until a thunderstorm actually hit our area. Yeah, Mother Nature must have been having an argument up there. An argument so big, one of the lightning bolts just hit one of the trees. So by then, we just drove back to our grandparents. Pretty much just to wait until the storm settles. It pretty much took a half an hour, but at least we could have watched some programs here or there, even to watch some updates from the Weather Channel. So till the storm died down to a sprinkle, Mom called us up thinking that it's safe enough to go to St. Louis. But instead of Mom using her own car, we used Grandma's car. The reason why is because Mom's old car at the time was pretty much broken as it was. So Mom thinks that Grandma's car was the best choice. Anyway, after all of that, it's off to St. Louis we go. Our destination to St. Louis was a pretty long drive. 2 hours at the most from where I live. By the time we got into the St. Louis area, it was actually pretty sunny. I was expecting that it was gonna rain in Missouri, but nope. But even though it wasn't raining, it was blazing hot! It was around 2009 when we vacationed at St. Louis. It was also the year where the Midwest also reached the high of 97. Yeah, it was one of those rising temperature years. Our first location was at the zoo. The zoo has most things that I like, some things that I hate, especially at the time when we went to see the snake exhibit. Now, my little brother really likes snakes, and still have a liking to snakes to this day. But me, I don't like snakes, period. And the reason why is that they bite, they slither, and they freak me out. They freak me out so much that they make me want to hide under my bed sheets. Ha, you're a wuss. There was also a 3D ride in the zoo that I didn't like either. And this specific ride deals with dinosaurs. Don't remember what it was from, but I know it was different. And you know how movie theaters are, right? Where you like go and sit down and enjoy a movie? Well, it was almost close to it, but instead of just actual regular chairs, they're moving chairs! And they move in third person view. Me, I was holding on for dear life. To me, it felt like an earthquake, but fluent. Once again, you're a wuss! Now shut up already! Like I was saying, it was one hell of a scary ride. Now enough with the scariness mumbo jumbo and let's get to the exciting stuff, especially with the family favorite, the penguin exhibit. Could be a cold exhibit, but in the hot summer days you just wanted to cool off, the penguin exhibit could be your only answer. And that's what the family and I did, just so that we could cool off from the summer heat. Makes a person feel good again. I'm a penguin. The zoo was fun, but then we got tired over time. All of our feet was aching and we were sweating like pigs. So after the visit from the zoo, we went to this big hotel. When we went inside our hotel room, there was only 4 beds. So from a 6 out of 4, we had to share beds. But none of that matters anyway, because the most fun thing that I did at the hotel was swimming at the pool. There was an indoor pool and an outdoor pool, so I went to the indoor pool because it's more cooler in there. And most children are having fun indoors anyway. Only me, my 3rd oldest sister, and my little brother liked going in the pool, because pretty much we're mostly the pool crew. But my 2 older sisters and my mom are pretty much the relax crew. At least we enjoyed our stay, but by the next day we just get up early and have breakfast. And we're also getting ready for our next destination. Technically it was the gas station because, I didn't have anything for breakfast at the hotel. Don't ask why, I was a picky eater. And it's mostly due to the fact that I don't like anything from there. Heck, they don't even have my favorite flavor of muffins. And also mom needed to refill the tank anyway. So from the gas station I got a couple of things to eat for breakfast mostly. So after that we went to our real next destination. And that is a magic house. Basically we got there because my little brother and I wanted to see it. I have a few distinct memories from it, like the magic bubbly organ, the swirly metal slide, some sort of courtroom. Didn't know why there was a courtroom, but hey, what could I expect? There was also an indoor bounce house, a ball pit. There was also an orange mini millions of straw kind of thing where you smash your face in, and many other things that I completely forgotten about. Now let's just skip over to when we were about to leave. Once we were done with the magic house, we were getting ready to get inside the car. And we were about to get ready to this place, which is a part convenience store, part restaurant. My grandma and grandpa pretty much invited us there. But before we even went, my oldest sister made a shocking discovery. I accidentally left some candy in the car in the summer heat. Now the reason why it was left in the car is because the magic house doesn't allow food in the building. But at the time, it doesn't matter to her. So she screamed at me anyways, and which also her scream got me traumatized. Yeah, we didn't really get along as kids. She was like 20 years old from that time, which is fine, she was phasing. I could totally understand that. Even though she was a bit mean back then, at least she was apologetic. But still, that memory ain't gonna fade anytime soon. Okay, now that's enough of me rambling. Let's just finish off the story. So after that melted candy incident, we just drove into the long road until we finally made it to the spot Grandma and Grandpa was talking about. When I first thought of what the location was, I wasn't really excited at first. So again, I'm a picky eater. But when we first got inside the restaurant, we were confused of what Grandma and Grandpa was talking about at first. Because when we got in, it was just an oldie store. Like just selling things from the 50s such as candy, board games, something like that, etc. But then we were about to leave until Grandma and Grandpa pointed out where the diner was. Yeah, at the time we don't really know what part stores, part diners are. We didn't even know those exist. So by then we went to the dining area, and it was huge. And at least they had some food items that I can enjoy. Well, that's all I got for sharing my stories about family vacations. Hopefully there will be another family vacation in the future. Hey guys, sorry for the long wait. I've been a bit busy with this one, especially with all the sketches, animation, the editing. There was also some audio I had to re-record, some audio that I might have to delete out, because there was some audio that I previously recorded that is just a bit too dark. So during this video, you might heard an audio difference here or there. And there is also a pandemic going on too. So as for all my viewers, I had to inform you to stay home and stay safe. Oh, and keep washing those hands frequently. So make sure to just give this video a like and comment on what you think about it. And if you want to see more, click on my icon or the subscribe button below. You can also follow me on my Twitter and DeviantArt and see more what I make. Thank you so much for watching everyone, and I'll see you all again in the next video.